Sonic, Sonic, Sonic. Before I was introduced to Pokemon, but after I was introduced to Mario, there was Sonic. Well, more accurately, I woke up to watching the adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog before kindergarten, and on Saturday mornings at my grandfather's house, I watched Saturday AM. Because I watched these shows religiously, my parents got me something really special for Christmas, the Sega Pico. And also I got a Sega Genesis with Sonic 1 and 3 and Knuckles. Best Christmas ever. And since then, I've been a huge fan of the Sonic games. Well, most of them. Though there was one game that gave me a really mixed feeling, and that was Sonic R. This, along with Sonic 3D Blast, which was also in the Genesis, and Sonic Jam, were released on the Sega Saturn, a console I never owned until I was about 13. So my first experience with Sonic R was actually on the PC, and it's the PC port that ended up on Sonic Gems collection, which is what I'll be using for this review. Hey, that song sounds familiar.
Everybody's supersonic racing, try to keep your feet right on the ground. When you're supersonic racing, there's no time to look around.
So we get 5 tracks? Really? Mario Kart has 24 courses, and that was 16 bits. So why does a 32-bit racing game only have 5? I mean, those terrible Sonic Drift games had more than 5 courses. Not to mention, you can only play the 5th one after being the first 4. Kinda disappointed there, Sega. And all the tracks begin with the letter R because, I don't know, Sonic R? Well, we get 4 characters to start with. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. Even though you don't unlock them until you beat the game, Eggman decides to join along anyway. And man, these graphics take me back. It's actually pretty nice for what the Sega Saturn had to offer. The visuals, I gotta say, are very beautiful. Each course except the last changes from night to day and sometimes different seasons. Though, it's only the winter one that does anything different besides aesthetics. Being a Sonic game, you have rings to collect. You need these to access some of these doors that lead to shortcuts, and sometimes Chaos Emeralds. Though you don't always need these doors to take shortcuts, because some of them just take outside of the box thinking.
This game is awesome. Why are these controls so terrible?
Everyone moves like a tank, and I mean everyone. The problem is the tracks are really wall heavy, and when you collide into them, it can take forever to actually get off of them. You might be thinking, oh, how about you drift? Oh, how about you not hit the walls? Well, that's easier said than done considering the drifting barely works. I mean, the controls show up every time I start the game, so it's not like I don't know how to do it. And then there's turning. Great googly moogly. This is horrible no matter which character you choose. We had to turn, you might as well just reset the race, because you're just not gonna win! As far as characters go, Sonic will probably be the one that people use their first time when playing this game, and unfortunately he lacks decent control. I mean, it's not impossible to get in first place with him, but be aware of his slipperiness. Tails is actually slightly better than Sonic in terms of controls, and he can fly for a little bit, so Tails is okay. Knuckles is the one I recommend using if you want to get in first place or collect the Chaos Emeralds. Besides his better controls, he can actually glide, which will help you out a lot.
Don't even bother with Robotnik or Amy. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win at all.
With these controls in mind, let's go back to those Chaos Emeralds. Some of them you can easily pick up on the way, others you have to get really creative. When you have to collect these, you have to get first place, otherwise, well,
Too bad.
but you can keep trying to get them. Really, I don't understand why it always has to be first, considering how out of the way some of these Chaos Emeralds are. But once you collect all 7, you get to play as Super Sonic, who besides Knuckles has the best control in my opinion. You may be wondering why I'm not showing characters like Egg Robo, Metal Sonic, Metal Knuckles, or the Tails doll.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna do a Tails doll skit.
Honestly, considering the fact that I had to collect all 5 Sonic coins in one perfect run, and then beat the characters in their respective stages, I just don't feel like it. And I've seen gameplay of these characters online, and I'm just not really impressed. They look no better than the characters you already get from the beginning.
Why would I want a version of Knuckles that can't even glide?
Not to mention, when you choose any of these characters, they automatically race against Super Sonic, and that's just a pointless race, so bottom line, I just don't find it worth getting 100% in this game.
This would be the point where I rage quit, but I don't know. There's just something about this game that keeps me coming back to it.
That for me is the soundtrack, with the overall graphics. Which is funny because most people complain about the music when it comes to this game.
Wait, what? They think it sucks? I don't know, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it's a Sonic game. How can the music be bad?
A lot of people say the music is more fitting for a romance game as opposed to a racing game. Well, I don't see it.
'Cause now I know that I need you every day. All I need is you for always and forever. All you need is me. Remember when I said all we need is love.
Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit different. Is different a bad thing?
This was the first Sonic game to have lyrics in each of the songs. While Sonic CD did something similar, but it was only for the title song. And I feel like each of the songs have a story going on for each one. And good luck getting them out your head.
So when it comes down to Sonic R, I recommend just listening to the soundtrack because the gameplay itself is just pretty mediocre.
The way the characters control and the level design just heavily clash. If I'm having an easier time picking up a game like Sonic 06 and playing it than I do this, well, that's not really a good impression. I'm not even kidding! Why do I feel like they were trying to make a platformer game but decided to make it a racing game at the last second?
Maybe it's guilty pleasures or nostalgia talking, but I just can't hate this game. I mean, it's definitely better than the Sonic Drift games, don't get me wrong about that. But at the same time, I can't say this would have made me want to Sega Saturn though. One game that made me want to Sega Saturn so much was Sonic Extreme, and, well, you know what happened to that. But there was one other game in particular that was also cancelled for the Sega Saturn, but this was released in the arcades, but that's for a different day. This is Remember This, thank you for watching, and have a good night.